The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, and home to the Toledo Rockets. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Akron Zips. Squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rockets offense will get the ball first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Hard running there. Guys, let's chat about Toledo. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Leaves it with the running back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Rockets want to move quickly. Gets the back moving. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rockets have their offense in high gear. He leaves it with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Peck. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And the Rockets started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to surge it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Akron's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And some room to work. Thomas looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Pickett. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Look to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
The Zips will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there.
Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Zips. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Pickett. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The hand to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rockets in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Turning on the Jets. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Thomas back to pass. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. DB's right up on the receivers. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Fighting off the defender. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the left. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Caught in the backfield, it's Finley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field and don't...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Toledo.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing it.
Rushes on him, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That is...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut the lead to 13.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Rockets want to pick up the tempo.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rockets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. The give to the back. Running into the open space. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Thomas looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right.
Intercepted.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Akron.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 14 to East Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Thomas back to pass. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Rockets are in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Uncorks one to the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see their general...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Zips. And we've got a shootout.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rockets offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Thomas looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The run from the shotgun. Find some fresh air. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Rockets. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
That's caught. It's McCoy. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the glass bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Rockets will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. That's reeled in, it's Hills. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got the first down himself. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Still on his feet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The corners are walked up tight. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Toledo! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up. Solid return on the pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Rockets will hustle to the line. Thomas back to pass. Trying to pull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Rockets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense in an empty set. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hills. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo. Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Oh, maybe a double pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball, he's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Toledo. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Still on his feet at the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
1st down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the...
Touchdown, Akron! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Kansas was able to cap off a close one in Lawrence with a narrow victory, and that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Leaves it with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Here's the give off the left side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Rockets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Rockets come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Final play of the quarter coming. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the big... It was the fact that they forced the turnover. He'll keep it himself. Got a little space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
At the 45 on his way. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. And the Zips want to crank the tempo.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to... football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Witherspoon. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Got his man. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive line.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
The Zips will have it 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw again. Pressure coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to kick.
Touchdown, Zips! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. He's looking to throw. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Hand off to the single back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Rockets come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in one game. I think this team needs to go back to the drum.